Hello, my name is Sophie and welcome to today's video. Today I thought I would talk about life post-graduation, postgraduate life, because I've written a fair few blog posts about approaching graduation, finishing uni, getting to a point where you're realising you're not going to go into a job straight away. It's all quite daunting, and I've written blog posts about it because it's something I've been experiencing and I've been feeling a lot of feelings about it. But I also know a lot of people that I went to uni with are feeling it. A lot of people I went to school with that have just finished uni are probably feeling it. I'm sure there are thousands of students that have just graduated and are now feeling this huge sense, overwhelming sense of what happens next with no idea how to approach it. So I thought I'd just talk about it, not from a point of view that I have the answers, I know what I'm doing, look at me, like take my advice, just to make the whole thing less isolating. And I mean, it's easy to say you're not the only one feeling this, but it can feel really lonely. So I thought I'd just have a chat. I've written a bunch of blog posts about it and I'll link some of them below if I can find them all. I guess there's three aspects to it. I think most people, when they finish uni, if they have no reason to stay in the place that they went to uni, will move back in with their parents. I'm not going to spend this whole video talking about what every single person does, because I think the majority of the people do move, I think the majority of people do move back in with their parents, and that's what I've done. So I'll talk about my experiences, if that makes sense. So there's moving back in with your parents, finishing uni and not having a job, and the kind of isolation factor. Moving back home can feel like taking a huge step back. It's really nice for the first few weeks or months because it's nice to see your parents so regularly again, and to, you know, live somewhere you don't have to pay rent or think about bills, and maybe someone will do the washing up for you and you don't have to think about doing everything as independently as you did before. But I know for me at least, I took to independent living quite quickly. I really enjoyed having my own space. I enjoyed looking after my own place and being responsible for it in a way. So coming home felt like a step back, even though I'm still doing a lot of the stuff that I did in my own house. I'm obviously still doing all my laundry, I'm still cooking every night, I'm helping putting stuff in the dishwasher. But it takes that independence you've been given for 3 years and it's like, no. Part 2, being a postgraduate and not having a job. Everyone works hard, and that's not to say that people don't strike luck at any point, because sometimes you do. Sometimes you just meet the right person at the right time and they happen to have the right opportunity, and your skill and hard work is still a part, but luck does play a factor. And then there are other situations where you've worked your ass off and you've got to a point, you do end up with a job at the end, and there's no aspect of luck. It's all on hard work, it's all on you. But then there's the kind of other side of being unlucky. Like, you've worked your ass off, you've got really good work experience, you've applied for loads of jobs, but just nothing's falling on your plate. But a lot of people at uni saw the work experience I had, saw the level of the work I was making, and said, oh yeah, you'll find a job, no problem. A bunch of lecturers said it to me, a bunch of my friends said it to me. I was in the mindset that I'd apply for a few jobs, I'd have put in the work to get one, and that would be it. I didn't think I'd have a problem. I finished uni in May, so that's what, May, June, July, August, September, we're now in October, 6 months, and I've had absolutely no luck at all. Again, luck is a difficult word to justify. I've not had any success at all. The advice I'd give for that is don't compare yourself to people that have already got jobs. It's not that they're better than you necessarily, it's not that you're better than them or you're worse than them, it's just everyone has their different paths and yours isn't at the same point theirs is, and that's okay. Let's stick with a theme of 3. Let's go with 3 pieces of advice. Don't compare yourself to others. Don't get hung up on applying for 10 jobs a day, because then, I know for me, I feel this brain fog, and I'm looking at the words and I'm looking at adapting cover letters, and it's just all becomes mush. And there's no point applying for jobs on days when you feel like mush, because your application is going to be mush and you're never going to get the job anyway, and then you get more rejection emails, which makes you feel even worse. So if you're having a day or a week or even a month where you're feeling fuzzy and you don't think you could make a good job application, hold off, give yourself a break, wait until the day, like, keep looking, no harm in keeping looking, and then if you find a job that makes you excited and you feel like clarity in your head and you feel like you can actually write a good cover letter, that's the day you start applying for stuff. I had a day like that a couple of weeks ago, maybe the beginning of the month, and that's the job I've got an interview for next week. And I guess the third point would be, don't judge yourself or judge other people for maybe getting a job that isn't degree or career related just to tide you over until you can start that career. Because I'm currently doing some office-based work for my mum and getting a little bit of income that way, and at the moment that's paying for me to, you know, continue living and getting to job interviews. Being unemployed is expensive, so if you have something retail or like office-based or helping out a parent if they're in a job where you can slot in and help them out like that, thoroughly recommend it, because then you're still in that working mindset as well, and then it looks better to employers that you are still working even though it's not career related. Yeah, that was 3 tips to stage 2 of this whatever part video. I don't know why everything's in 3s today. And the third thing I wanted to talk about was isolation, because being at uni, your best friends live 5 minutes away, so I could go see my friends whenever I wanted. They were literally just, one of my best friends lived down the road and then my other 2 best friends lived in the same house as me. So it's weird to go from, oh yeah, do you want to go for a coffee? Yeah, let's meet up tomorrow, to, oh yeah, we should meet up. Where's the easiest place to meet? Do we have to go to London? Can I afford the train fare? Where should we go in London? You know, all those things have to be taken into consideration. And it's quite depressing, to be honest. The isolation thing can be quite difficult because you're so used to having so many people so close around you and being social, like whenever you want to be. Like if you need to take a step back, obviously people can't, or I know I can't be sociable like all the time, but if I wanted to be, the people I needed and the people I wanted to be around were just like right there, and now they're not. I don't really have any friends from school anymore. There's not many people in my hometown that I would go out of my way to meet up with, and I don't think there's anyone really that wants to meet up with me. So yeah, there's my little video about postgraduate life. I don't really know what the conclusion is. I gave some advice on the job stuff, and I think that's the only kind of place I feel comfortable giving any kind of advice. Yeah, if you enjoyed this kind of video or you want me to talk more about it, do let me know in the comments. Give this video a like if you liked it, and subscribe because I'm really focused at the moment. My new weekly vlog will be coming out on Monday, and that includes going to see the live final of The Circle and a trip to the Natural History Museum, and we're going to Bournemouth this weekend, so this week is pretty packed and next week's vlog is going to be pretty good, so I thoroughly recommend subscribing and catching up on all my other ones. Yay, thank you. Thank you for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.